Most people do know the dangers of drunk driving, but what about driving under the influence of medication or drugs? And what about this? Can you be arrested for drunk driving if you're not behind the wheel of a car? Well, for answers to that, we turn to ABC 10's reporter Molly Smirka, who has more in her week-long series called Drunk Driving, a Bad Idea.
Everyone knows about drunk driving, but what about drug driving? Operating under the influence of drugs are the drivers who are operating while impaired with any type of drug in their system. You can get pulled over for drug driving, even if you are using legal drugs like prescription.
A drug that's sold over the counter, such as Benadryl or NyQuil or cold pills and things like that.
The Michigan State Police at the Negaunee Post say they are experiencing a lot of that, but do not have the exact number of cases.
And we do have a drug recognition expert that is here at the Post that can come out and assist us at the scene if we need that.
Prescription and over-the-counter medications can have different effects on people. Trooper Razanen says to read the labels carefully before you drive.
There are warnings that are on your medication, whether it be prescription. Everybody asks about it while it was prescribed. Again, there's warning labels and you need to follow those warning labels, and if it affects your driving, you can be pulled over and arrested for drug driving.
Someone can also get pulled over for riding a bike, driving a boat, or another motor vehicle. If someone is driving a motorized vehicle, that person can still get pulled over for drunk or drug driving.
The BAC is still the same. It's just the change of whether or not a person is going to be charged by the prosecutor's office under the administrative rules or the actual motor vehicle code.
Riding a dirt bike, ATV, boat, or snowmobile are considered motor vehicles, so a person can be arrested for drunk or drug driving. That catches many people by surprise.
They think that if they're not behind the wheel of a car that they're not going to be caught or that we're not going to take notice of them. But again, even if it's a boat and you're under the influence, you're over that .08, you can be arrested for, or if you're using drugs, you can be arrested either for drunk driving or drug driving on a boat.
A bike is not considered a motorized vehicle, so they cannot get a drunk driving offense.
Now, if they're posing a threat to them, other people or themselves out on the street, and potentially going to get hit by a car while riding that bike, we can take matters and arrest them for what's called drunk and disorderly.
For ABC 10 News Now, I'm Molly Smirka.